Hello, one. It's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. Today is the 20th of March. It's about time I do an update here for you. I know the last thing that I said on the blog was we would go up to about where we're at now. About 1560 was my estimate. Well, we're not quite there yet, but we have been there. Back here on this date here, we were 1563. That was the original thoughts, that we would go up there and either fall short and back down, and then later go back up into May and hit that all-time high and break through it. But from the looks of it, it looks like they want to go further. So now I'm really kind of expecting them to go up and actually hit that all-time high before they do any backing down, which is was 1574, 1576, something like that. So I'm still expecting that to happen. If you look at this on a wave count, there's probably a lot of different ways you could count this. And again, I'm no expert at these wave counts, but just based upon adding in the technical analysis of the charts, when I look. Let's see, down here at the bottom down here, you can see there's absolutely no negative divergence. It's the bottom right hand corner. So oops, let's color code that over to blue or something that we can see. There we go. So there's no negative divergence yet. It's just starting, and what that usually means is that the first time it rolls down and it's losing steam, it's very likely to curl back up at some point and do one of these numbers before it rolls over. Now, when it does that, that means you'll probably see these go back up like this and maybe like this, and who knows how high they'll go, to give yourself some negative divergence there. Now, while that is going down and losing strength, the actual price level should be going up higher. So what that means is, what it looks to me like we are in, if we actually count this wave right here as a final fifth wave, and obviously you can see this looks pretty simple as a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and it looks like we're in a fifth, and we don't know where it's going to end. So, and then this whole big wave right here, I also believe is a wave 5. This whole 5-wave move is a wave 5. So it is looking like, and I mean like from the 2009 low, it's like a wave 5, and then you go to higher time frame charts and it's a wave 5 there as well. So you just you keep going to higher time frames, and it's basically from the 2009 low, it's a wave 5, a final wave up. But in order for the market to crash this year and have a big move down in May, and again, I think the most significant turning point will be May the 22nd. That is obviously the 22 is a master number. Okay, so it equals an 11, a ritual 11, and 11 dates are commonly, not always, but they're commonly important topping dates and turning dates in the market. So many times we see that. So anytime you have an 11 of the month, the actual 11th of the month of every month, you have an 11 day, and the 22nd, you always have 11 day, and then also the 29th, because 2 plus 9 equals 11. So those 3 days every single month are considered to be 11 days, and they can be topping days, and there are turning days. Now, on top of that, when you actually add up all the digits in this, you get, when you add up all the digits, you actually get 33. You do not break down master numbers, so that remains 22 and not 4. But the 0 goes plus 5, plus 22, plus 2, plus 0, plus 1, plus 3, and that equals 33. So another master number. So now you got what I just term as a yearly ritual 11. So I kind of look at that as a double 11 date. And then on top of that, you have Legatus right there, another Legatus meeting. Again, I did a I did a post a while back on it, and it looked to be probably, I almost missed a few dates, but it looked to be 70 to 80% of the time you had an important turn on them, whether up or down. I didn't spell that right, did I? Legatus. Maybe I did. Anyway, so you have a Legatus meeting here, May the 23rd to the 25th. And then right before that, you have an important ritual 11. So literally, I'm thinking that we're going to top there in that range, and then we're going to go down because the Legatus meeting is right after it. Now, how does this play into a wave count? Well, if you do the wave count, let's do another color here. Let's do, I don't know, let's do this purplish color here. Okay, if you see this move let's see. Not this move, that's a wave 4, but let's just start on this fifth wave up, and let's examine it and see how many waves we can get on it. I see a move from here to this little peak right here as a wave 1. I see a wave 2 down to that little bottoming tail. Okay? Then I see a wave 3 here to this peak. Now, wave 3s, you could say this is a wave 4 down, and we could have a wave 5 up, and that could end and hit right at, say, let's double top, right? And then that's it, or 1574, if you can read that. And that could end the whole thing, right? And I could say that's 5 waves. But knowing that we need to take that out and put an all-time high in, knowing that we need to do that, I'm thinking that the wave 3 that's here is going to have 5 waves breaking down inside of it, so that if you actually count it correctly, this wave 3 is going to break down probably like, and let's see if I can't just use yellow for this one. So the wave 3, you'd have like this is your first wave inside it, a wave 1. Then you have a wave 2. Then you have a wave 3 on up to the 1574. Okay. Then you immediately back down off of it a little bit. Okay, to back down off of a little bit, and then to make your wave 4 inside of that wave 3. Then you go back up on it, and maybe you pierce it, or maybe you have a shortened wave 5 and just maybe a double top. It's hard to say, but you would hit it, okay, and end that 5 wave move inside of that wave 3. Okay, then so now that sets you at a wave 1, a 2, and you just ended a wave 3, all inside a larger 5th wave, this blue one. So what that would imply then, if we go back to the purple, is that you would, obviously I can't get this on the screen here, but just to give you an idea. So if that ended it, then you would say, let's see if I can't just draw it over here for you. So like here's your final 5th wave, okay, and that's a 1, a 2, and there's your 3, there's your 4, there's your 5, okay. Now, inside, or no, it's actually not like, okay, I guess that would be right. Okay, let's go back to this yellow here if we can kind of understand it. So I think where we're at here is we've had in this 3 wave, we've had just basically a 1, back down for a 2, and we're starting our wave 3 right now, which I think is going to go to the, we better change that color so you can read it, to the 1574 top, which I think will be right in that area. Okay, I think this right here could very well, this final top could very well easily be 666, because they love these rituals. I want to point something out to you. Not only on March 9th, or March 6th, I'm sorry, 2009, did they have a 666.74 low. 7 plus 4 equals 11. You love those 11s. 666, obviously a mark of the beast, a mark of man. It's also our DNA, in case you guys don't know that. But it's a ritual number to them as well. I'm pretty sure that was 1574. I think it was. If I'm wrong, then I do apologize. But the 666 thing was obviously important. But I also went back to 1987, to the high in 1987. Can't remember what date that was now. I do apologize. I want to say it's somewhere in August. So you have to go back and look. But on that date that we actually put in the high, it went up, had a peak, came back down. I think it closed with like a spinning top pattern. You know, it's partially up and partially down. Not the close, okay, because I can't make this too obvious, right? Not the close and not the top, but the intraday low. Very interesting that I found this out yesterday. Intraday low was, you'll love this, 333.33. I kid you not. Go back to that 1987 top. You'll see it. It'll blow your mind. That's why it makes sense to go to 666 here. Will that happen or not? I don't know. I'm just guessing. Now, that obviously would be probably, from the looks of it, I'm thinking that that's probably just going to be pushed out into maybe the first week of April, maybe, before it actually hits that. I'm just guessing. Okay. Now, going back here to the rest of this, we go back here to the yellow, and we see that that's where I'm thinking the fifth set, 1574, 1576, whatever double top is. Then you back down a little bit, and then you go back up, and either you barely pierce it, maybe you barely pierce it and go to 1580 or 15 something like that, but you end that wave 3, and everybody thinks, okay, it's putting an all-time new high, it's all over with, everything is good, right? And then you have that, the purple right here, you back down for that wave 4, and it'll probably be a back test back down to this high right here. Even very well could be that high, the all-time high. So let's say they went up there and hit 1590 or something, and then they back down and hit the 1574 support, ended that, and then they go on up here for this final wave, the fifth wave, the one in the purple. We're looking at the purple, the final fifth wave that is inside this blue over here, this blue fifth wave that's inside this whole big move up, which is a wave 5, which I can make that another color if you wanted to make that big move there. Oh, this right here, wave 5, okay, fifth wave as well, okay, then that's a fifth wave, and then this purple's a fifth wave, okay, so you see you're coming to an end, and you're coming to it in April. Now, after all that, and that happens, then what would you expect next? Since we did this back in May and April of last year, it's very likely that you could top somewhere in April, okay? Maybe even a ritual 11 date. They did it like last year. It was 4, 2, which that's equals 6, 2012. That equals 5, 5 and 6, that equals 11. And then they dip down, so they hit their top, then they dip down for the first wave down, the first larger wave went down, then it went right back up into Legatus for May the 1st, 2012, and that again equals 5, and that equals 6, that equals 11. They topped again an 11 date, and then they took their wave 3 down after that. Bottomed 3 weeks later. I think it was 18 days or something like that. You have to go back and check, but a big move down there. I don't remember how many points that was, 100 and some points. That's kind of what I think we're getting ready to experience. I think we'll in May the 22nd. I think that's when we're going to hit this wave 3 down. But I think the actual top is going to happen probably in the first week of April. So that's kind of where we stand. So I do expect we're going to go up here, hit this 1574, back down, and go back up, hit it again, bust on through, and go up here and put in some kind of ritual high into the first week of April. Okay? That is it, gang. I am out of time, so that is it. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you guys in the blog.